Well, let's pick up on that story now. David Phinnemore is Professor of European Politics at Queen's University, Belfast. Professor, welcome. Good to have your company. How significant is Sinn Féin's victory, and what happens next for those not immersed in the minutiae of Northern Ireland politics?
OK, well, I think obviously a big symbolic victory for Sinn Féin. They've topped the poll and they are likely to get the most seats in the Assembly. That's the first time that's happened. So that's a major symbolic moment for them. What happens next, that all depends on the number of seats which are still being finalised. We've got about a third of the seats to go. And then how the DUP, which came second, which is the main unionist party, responds to the prospect of going into a power-sharing arrangement with Sinn Féin. They've never done that as the second party. They've only ever done that as the lead party. And I think there's a fair amount of opposition within unionism to the idea of sharing government as the junior partner, no nominal junior partner in the executive.
Do you think we're really seeing a rise in nationalist support, or are there other factors at play in this result?
OK, I think we are seeing a consolidation of nationalist support around Sinn Féin, which has been fairly effective in presenting itself as a party which wants to address particular social economic issues as we come out of the COVID pandemic and we address the energy crisis and increasing cost of living. I think that said, they clearly do have a very strong nationalist agenda. They want at one point to get aboard a poll, but I think as some of your correspondents earlier indicated, it's not necessarily clear that that is going to be coming anytime soon, because while support for United Ireland has increased, particularly in the light of the Brexit vote, we're still significantly short of the 50% required before the Secretary of State, the Minister responsible in the UK government for Northern Ireland, is in a position to call a so-called border poll and that vote on whether Northern Ireland remains part of the United Kingdom or joins a United Ireland.
How close are we in real terms to a united Ireland now, with Northern Ireland leaving the UK and joining Ireland and the EU?
I think we're some way away from that, because we have to get to a position where the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland believes there is a majority in favour of a united Ireland, and after that you'd have a poll called, and if the poll did result in a majority, then you would have a united Ireland. But the opinion polls indicate at the moment that we're still significantly short of that. We're in the mid-40s at best. That said, we do have opinion polls showing majorities who believe that there will be a border poll in the next 10 years or so. I think a lot depends on how the Sinn Féin manages in the next executive, the extent to which people begin to engage with the merits or otherwise of a united Ireland, particularly when there's issues of cost and what would happen, say, for example, around the National Health Service access to that, and whether there'd be a comparable arrangement if there was a united Ireland. The debate is developing, but I think we're still quite some way from having a vote and there being a united Ireland.
David Phinnemore, Professor of European Politics at Queen's University in Belfast, thank you very much for talking to us.